It's Sunday, March 12th, 2023, and Jimmy Garoppolo is still on the 49ers, but not for long. On Wednesday, March 15th, he will be a free agent, and the 49ers will not re-sign him. So essentially, the Jimmy Garoppolo era is history. Let's put it in perspective. Let's look back on it. Where does the Jimmy Garoppolo era rank among all-time 49ers quarterbacks, at least ones that we've seen? Sorry, Y.A. Tittle and John Brody, you guys were great, I'm sure, but I didn't watch you play. Going back to Joe Montana. Montana's 1, Steve Young's 2, Jeff Garcia's 3. 3 Pro Bowls in a row for the 49ers. Is Jimmy Garoppolo the 4th best quarterback of the modern era in Niners history? Well, it's either going to be him or Colin Kaepernick. Each of them went to a Super Bowl. Each of them lost. Each of them started 6 playoff games. Each of them won 4. Jimmy Garoppolo, statistically, one of the more accurate quarterbacks of all time. Colin Kaepernick, statistically, one of the best running quarterbacks of all time. Who was better for the 49ers? I'm going with Colin Kaepernick. I mean, I think people maybe underrate or forget just how dangerous he was because so many people have so many emotional feelings about what he did and what happened to him. But put that to the side and remember how dominant he was. He didn't get carried in the playoffs like Jimmy Garoppolo did in every single playoff game he ever started. He got carried by his defense. Colin Kaepernick carried the 49ers to multiple playoff wins. When he was in the Super Bowl, he put up 31 points. Jimmy put up 20. Kaepernick frightened defenses. He made defenses look stupid, at least for a time. Jimmy Garoppolo never did. So I would rank Colin Kaepernick as the 4th best quarterback in franchise history. Jimmy is 5th, and it's hard to rank Alex Smith because he was always on bad teams with a different coach every year. He had a couple good years at the end with Harbaugh, then got replaced by Colin Kaepernick, who frankly was better than him. And then Alex Smith had his best years with Andy Reid in Kansas City. So I think it comes down to Alex Smith's era wasn't really significant. He started 2 playoff games. He didn't win much. Didn't go to Pro Bowls. Kaepernick's era was significant. Jimmy's era was significant. It came with NFC Championship appearances, wins. But I think if we're really being honest and we remember that Colin Kaepernick era, at least for a couple years, was exhilarating. And he was doing stuff on the field that we'd never seen. I mean, go back and look at his box score. He averaged 10 yards a carry in the playoffs. 10 over 6 games. Jimmy Garoppolo never really rose to the occasion in the playoffs, although he did usher in the next era of prosperity. You know, Colin Kaepernick was on a couple of teams that really stunk. And it wasn't all his fault. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo never had to play for Jim Tom Sula or Chip Kelly. I'm pretty confident that those teams would have stunk as well if they'd had Jimmy Garoppolo on them. Colin Kaepernick with Jim Harbaugh or Jimmy Garoppolo with Kyle Shanahan? I'm taking Colin Kaepernick with Jim Harbaugh all day. That was a power couple. Harbaugh actually liked coaching Colin Kaepernick, and it didn't seem like Kyle Shanahan ever really enjoyed the Jimmy Garoppolo era. Kyle Shanahan seemed to enjoy the Jimmy Garoppolo era as much as you and I did. So I'd be interested, where would you rank Colin Kaepernick and Jimmy Garoppolo all time amongst 49ers quarterbacks?